my time's running out. Guess that's just what I'm used to. I get drunk, then I lose you. Tell you I love you, then you leave. And I think that I'm done now. I know I still miss you, and I'm lonely not with you. And I don't think I'll be okay. And I know I'll get drunk and text you. I hate it's not you I'm next to. But I don't think I'll be okay.
Okay, so the chorus is like, I think I'm gonna fall apart from the inside out. I've been screaming in my head, but I don't make a sound.
What are you gonna say in the verses?
I mean, let me just try this.
Good morning, good morning. If the music is too loud, let me know. I'll turn it off. Stop getting the dust and maybe I can actually get some parts here. My goodness. Okay. How's everybody's Saturday? I'm trying to get my archaeology to 99. I am very close. So I have just under 500,000 left to go. So I am trying to get certain resources because I have a couple different things that I want to try and put together, compass parts. So we're going to try and get those resources in order to be able to get this done. Why is this not going? You do not have you do not have inventory space. Let me get some stuff out of here first, I guess. Try that again. I know archaeology isn't exactly the most entertaining thing to watch, and I do apologize about that, but I had a goal. Sorry about my dogs. I had a goal to get to a certain amount of 99s before the Halloween event was done and over with. And my dogs are barking. I do apologize. My father-in-law might be coming over soon to help out with the heat, so. Oh, they're taking it right from there. Well, what the heck? Hold, please. If I knew that. See, I'm learning things already. I didn't realize that I could keep it right in the little soil box and it would just take it right from there. What in the... No wonder I didn't have enough space. That is a complete blonde moment on my part. Oh my goodness. Enough, guys. We're not doing that. My poor puppers are just hanging out by our little space heater right now. Gizmo. Hold, please. You might hear a little crashing and banging. We have the heater repair happening right now. Sorry about that. I might be stepping away again in a few, but I'll still have something going on. So we got some parts here and some other parts here because I don't have enough space in the box. And we're gonna go to another site. Never a dull moment. Okay. Go back to Infernal and see if I can get more of these, and then so I found something out new today, which was great. Now it makes my life a lot easier. I have those archaeology soil box that I can just keep those soil parts in, which I could still do more, but I'll do it after this drop here. I can keep it right in there, and then I can go and sift the soil, so that's pretty cool. So I'm trying to get all these types of boxes. The reds, the yellows, the greens. I have so many that I have to get in order to be able to get the compass parts put together. I think like 30 of each. Of course, the little bastard went back that way. And these parts right here are different things that I can fix depending on the things that I have, the different components that I have. But I don't want to use anything that I need for these compass parts, so I have to be careful with that. I'm gonna keep my camera off for a little bit just in case I have to go back and forth. And then once I know that I'm stationary again, I will put it back on.
On my way to you, anything to pass the time. All the things I wanna say to you, but I don't wanna speak out of line.
Yo, I took the time to go write all the shit on the set of the video. No need to test me, I already know I'm a sick individual. You dream too small, afraid to fail, that's why I don't fuck with you. Taking two L's and I put them together and look at them different, oh damn, it's a W. Yeah, I be on the up and it was getting harder, but didn't get accustomed to the elevation. No, I got the heart and I've always said the bars, I'm a star, but they still want me to demonstrate it. Yeah, fucking with the EK, OH, when I hit him with a replay. Man, it's just too lit, can't see straight, did it on my own, I ain't never need a teammate. Yo, I don't even know where you really get off trying to talk about me, man. Fucking up a track like I'm throwing a train at the shooting up a compound V, yeah. I'm not in a band, so it's hard to get along with anybody when you've always got a gold standard. I got no no manners. I can do whatever I want and nobody gonna stop it like I'm Homelander. Ooh, I digress. Fuck a top 3, I'm the best. Oh my god, you hear what he
I'm
said?
keeping my volume on mute for right now for my headset because my dogs have been barking a little bit here and there. But I am still here. I'll check in here and there. As you can hear the dogs, that's why it's on mute. And I promise it'll be a little bit more chatty in a little bit.
I don't give a fuck if they hate it, cause what I'm really trying to do is set a record and breaking it. I don't wanna give a second of my life to the negative. I'll be going like I'm running an Adderall and adrenaline. Another fucking moment that I need to be looking at all the people that surround me like a city. Just look at it, doesn't really give a damn about the shit that we do and the fans that we helping and all the ones connecting with the music, yeah. God, I'm like, damn, what's he really doing now? Can we check the formula? How we doing that? Keep on making big noise and the game is more of us. I know that you're mad thinking that it doesn't make much sense, it sorta does. When they give more love, how you feeling it's real and the shit that you write is more to love. Yo, I just experiment making these rhymes in my house, I'm a terrorist. Flirt with the game like trying to marry it. Just a quick fuck in my room at the Marriott. What you staring at? You embarrassing, you look dumb as fuck while you wearing that. All these dudes trying to talk to my manager, really getting old, we just call them Karens, yeah. I know the talent not up for discussion. Proving y'all wrong when you all doubt me, that's my shit, I love it. Ain't had a real job since 2018, fully self-funded. Now when I breathe in between takes, the only time I punch in. The crew is small but we proceed. No Snyder Cup, but this is just us league. Ay. Now I don't think I'm done yet though. Bring the fucking beat back in like 3, 2, 1. Ready? I know they don't wanna put in time and do the work until it pays off. Get up on the damn shit till it takes off. Used to never give a fuck about me when I made sauce. Now I run a little bit more Chipotle sauce. Got a made on the radar. No Dwayne, but I rock like a Mason. If you see me out, then I'm in a Maybach. And it's probably stolen and I'm running from the day cop. Oh, came to play, make the games going up, but I stay the same. Can't complain, but I'm doing what I love, and there ain't a damn thing that can change that. I think I'm the same bands that I have from way back. When I made that. Free verse 3 that you love, but I'm saying that. New shit on the way, I'm the fresh like the brake pads. I don't ever use a man for this, I'm straight gas.
That's what I was looking for, the blue cobalt. Cobalt blue, whatever. I was trying to figure out which spot it was at.
Someone in my head, screaming, telling me I'm so worthless. Scares me to death, so I play pretend like there's nothing wrong with me. But it's got so old, dying alone. Can you hear me crying for help? There's nothing
staying busy fighting with myself, stressing out, feeling so overwhelmed. I think there's something wrong with me.
Growing up in a prison-ish, nothing different than the town I'm used to living in. It had me feeling like I'm so insignificant, but now I know I'm the one who wasn't fitting in. I'm living in a land of broken hearts, abandoned in the part of the planet that's panicking and vanishing in the stars. Been damaged from the start, and stranded miles apart from the break of dawn, but I made it out of the dark. Now here we are, we're fighting with nothing to lose now. Just a vision and ambition to burning the room down. The walls are closing in and the voices are too loud. Everybody's on a mission and getting a new sound. You can daydream, but you can't erase or replace me. You're crazy to think you can relate to what made me. And lately, you've been pushing me and it's not safe. I won't break cause I'm made from the heartache. You're never gonna break me. Go ahead, hate me. No, cause I came from a dark place, yeah. Not made from the heartache. You're never gonna make me cry. Never gonna change me. No, cause I came from a dark place, yeah. I'm made from the heartache. I've been to hell and back 1,000 times. So if you're thinking that I'm quitting, then you're out your mind. And just forget it, I ain't tripping somewhere down the line. And you're the one without a vision, still you're doubting mine. Now I'm becoming your nightmare. You're running, I'm right there. And suddenly you're wondering if you're gonna die here. You're stuck in the timeshare and breathing up my air. Welcome to the darkness where the demons don't fight fair. Nothing compares to how I'm planning to tear you down, destroying your psyche until you question your whereabouts. I'm feeling I'm paramount, it's scary how I spend a day in your shoes and I'm fucking wearing them out. You can daydream, but you can't erase or replace me. You're crazy to think you can relate to what made me. And lately, you've been pushing me and it's not safe. I won't break cause I'm made from the heartache.
I should have enough of the cobalt blue after this haul, so I'll go to the next spot that I need.
killing me. Never know who you really be. Beating me down, but still I'd be begging for you to show me love. I can't put up with it, treating me like a puppet. I'm sick of all of the drama, I'm cutting the strings to hold me up. Fuck, it must be insane. Every time we come across the same goal, but we stay. Keep it running till we're lost in all the energy drained. We've been doomed since the day I was attracted to you. Yeah. Tear me open, no matter what I do. We're still hopeless.
You and I are doomed. There's nothing we can do. I'll make you pay for everything you ever put me through. And I hate playing games when I know that I'll lose. I won't let you break me off this pain to take me soon. 'Cause you and I are doomed. At first you were all I need, but you turned into a stranger. And the shadows can't break free, 'cause you put my life in danger. And it's getting hard to breathe. I should find shelter where it's safer. My anxiety, it screams that you and I are doomed. You and I are doomed.
You and I are doomed. There's nothing we can do. I'll make you pay for everything you've ever put me through.
And I hate playing games when I know that I'll lose. I won't let you break me off this pain to take me soon. 'Cause you and I are doomed.
Now, I'm not exactly sure where this other one is supposed to be in this dig site. I'm hoping that it's in one of these piles. Otherwise, we're going to be going through and trying to find more. It'll be fun. I might have to go in the tunnels.
shit you would find in the streets. I'm at my wit's end with who that I'm trying to be. Battle addiction, needing what I want but can't get it. This story stems from isolation and the pandemic. I'm going toe to toe with rappers that you worship and you call gods, and against all odds, that man did it.
I swear I can stand it. This life is shut me down. Silver bullets of pain. I can take it. I can take it away.
One day I'm amazing and the next I just want it to end. Make it seem like I ain't phased when I run into friends. Hard to know if I'm better, so I try to pretend. So I just drink and smoke until I'm in bed with the spins. But I know they can't wait to see the day I got a deal. Swallowing pride ain't as easy as swallowing pills. Demons in your life, man, everybody got them. If they try me, I'ma make it everybody problem. I always blame my parents for the man that I'm not. My father told me I'd be 30 and still pushing them out. And if I was, then he'd disown me right there on the spot. But won't you look at him now, calling me, giving me props. But next time that you try to call me, know now that that call fails. Did this on my own, you rappers telling tall tales. I'm trying to be the best, number one and nothing less. I wanna take over the world, your mission is just small scale.
I swear I can stand it. This life is shut me down. Silver
ADHD at its finest. I want to see what this barricade is for and why I have a key. So hopefully I can get some answers with that. And then I'll get more of these little guys here after.
Cold, and I'm scratching at my throat. I'm overacting like I know what to do, know what to say, how to get over you, know what it takes to go and be alright here on my own. How are you? Okay, and I'm so far behind. I fucking hate that you're stuck on my mind. I'm going insane now, I'm giving up, I don't know what to do. Why can't I erase you? How did you burn me down in your head? Tell me what's the remedy that got you hating me? You left me here for dead. Wish I could see how easily it was to bury me. I thought that I just needed time. I don't think I can survive. How'd you burn me down in your head? How'd you take our memory and make us enemies? Broke every door I tried to close, letting go of any hope that I had. You'd fade away, I'd leave you in the past, but it never changes. I'm giving up, I don't know what to do. Why can't I erase you? How did you burn me down in your head? Tell me what's the remedy that got you hating me? You left me here for dead. Wish I could see how easily it was to bury me. I thought that I just needed time. I don't think I can survive. How'd you burn me down in your head? How'd you take our memory and make us enemies?
All right, unless my dogs need to go to the bathroom again or they start barking, I will not be on mute anymore. I'm sorry about that. We're still dealing with some issues though, so that's cool. Love that for me. Dealing with heat issues is not fun. Get a couple more of these and then go back to excavating that. They're gonna get rambunctious again as soon as I start talking, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the music for a second so I'm not talking over it. Okay, So, I have a couple things in the chat for anybody that is watching actively on the chat. One thing is there is a giveaway ongoing right now. I have gone over my viewing or my followers that I expected, which actually I am, I think, one away from 50, so that would be cool if I got to 50. But my goal was 40 because that was reached by my husband. He said if you reach 40, because it would get me part of my affiliate status started anyway, he would do a giveaway for a lightsaber. So we got over 40, but he's not available until next weekend to be able to do this giveaway with me. And I want him to be available with me while this is going on. He's going hunting, so it's like I want to be able to have him here to be able to experience it because he's the one that's giving the lightsaber away. So, my next goal, even if I don't reach this goal, I will still do this by Sunday, the 16th, is to get to affiliate status, or at least get another step closer to affiliate status. I think I need my viewers up so that I have to get the 3 viewers average, and then I need one more stream after this month to be on the stream count. So fingers crossed that we can get, some of that started. Another thing I just posted was legendary supplements. So people have heard of Gamer Supps and, G Fuel and all that other stuff. Well, legendary supplements is similar but different. We have focus drinks, little focus shots, and we have energy candy, which I will go out in a second and grab the energy candy too. But I have 2 different flavors out of what we have. There's 4 total of the energy, focus shots, because they're not energy shots, they're focus factor shots. So they are called Kraken Intense Focus. There is Blizzard Mojito and Kicking Mango Peach that I have currently. On the website, there is Puckin Sour Grape and Sweet Watermellow, which Puckin Sour Grape and Sweet Watermellow do not have caffeine in them. Or at least the Sweet Watermellow does not have caffeine in it. Others it's all vitamins. There's some caffeine, if they have caffeine in them. And they're great products. I would rather have these than a Red Bull or a Celsius or Alani or whatever your choice of energy drink is. I did an experiment a few months back because I was very low on my intense focus. And I didn't have it for a week. I was off of Kraken Intense Focus for a week. I wanted to see the difference between, since I've been so used to having it every once in a while. I would always have it like when I had a 9 o'clock shift or whatever, 9 p.m. And I have a bedtime of like 9 p.m. So I needed to make sure that I was awake and ready to go. So I would have the Kraken Intense Focus before my shift started to get me through to 9 p.m. and I could still drive home and not have any issues with being too sleepy. So I tried this experiment, and I'm only saying this because I know that certain people are very they want to have energy drinks, or they want to have their coffee, or they want to have whatever. This is not an energy drink. Kraken Intense Focus is a focus drink. So ADHD to the max. Never been diagnosed with it, but I definitely am like squirrel all day long. This helps me focus. It helps me dial in. It's great for if you are a person that goes to the gym. It's great for people that game. It's great for people that have to focus on homework. It's, there's a whole bunch of different things that it's great for. So the experiment was, before I go on a tangent, I had a week without Kraken Intense Focus. And this was me after having it for probably 6 months, drinking it. And I didn't drink it every day of the week. I would drink it on my night shifts. I would drink it if I had a really, really early morning, or what they called clopens, where I closed one night and opened the next. So it wasn't a lot. It was maybe 2 or 3 days out of the week that I would have it, and I'd only have one. Um, so with that being said, I didn't have it at all for a week. I was low on them. I was waiting for my shipment to come in. I didn't want to go out of them, but I just cut myself off for a week. And I had Red Bulls the entire week that I had any of those open and closes or whatever. Whenever I would have had a Kraken, I had a Red Bull. Let me tell you what, the difference between the Red Bull or whatever energy drink you have and this Kraken Intense Focus is crazy. I can't even explain it. Like, I felt so drowsy still even after having that energy drink. I felt like I was kicking my feet, that I just wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock at night on my way home driving. Like, there was all these different things that I never felt when I had Kraken. So I was trying to figure out why, because of course you don't know unless you're like doing this kind of thing. And I found out after the Sunday after that week of no Kraken. I had an early morning, so I had a Kraken that morning. And I did a video on it, so it's on my TikTok. I don't remember exactly how far back, but it's on my TikTok. So if you ever scroll through and you see something, there's a video that'll explain this. And you could just tell the difference between me having the Kraken Intense Focus and me having that. I felt sick to my stomach having the week without the Kraken. And not like I need it, I need my fix, but like I just didn't feel right. I felt groggy, like that type of yucky feeling. So I had the Kraken. And everyone that I worked with that day was just like, are you feeling better? Because you look a lot better. So if you ever get a chance to try it, try it. Anyone that's coming in, hi. I know that there was a viewer here and a viewer there, and I just went on a complete tangent, not about this game while I'm still going on this game. I did a giveaway with the Kraken Intense Focus and the Energy Puffs. So that's another reason why I was saying it, because they just got their stuff today. And they got it yesterday in the mail, but they didn't get a chance to get it until today. So I'm hoping that, they like it as much as I do. And I know that anyone in our company that promotes this stuff loves it. So because I need to focus and I was on a complete tangent for a minute, I'm going to have one, because I haven't had one in a couple days. This one is the Kick and Mango Peach. This one is still probably going to be my favorite overall. I don't know why. I love mango and I love peach, but it's got that spiciness to it. And I'm not a spice person, but the spiciness is what gets your brain to restart, basically. So if you ever try it, you shake it, you drink about half of it, you let it sit underneath your tongue for like 10 seconds, give or take. Doesn't have to be exactly that long. That kind of gives your brain power, whatever. And then you drink the rest of it. That is my legendary supplements / legendarysups.com / Tiffany68. If you ever decide you want to try it, especially for any of those gamers out there, you can get 10% off. The puffs are sold out right now. They didn't last very long. But there is another set coming through. They're just working on it. There was a beta test, so doing a couple of tweaks, doing whatever, doing the new shipment, and then they'll be getting more out soon. The site itself has awesome merch, stickers. This is the Kraken. I don't have the skull, but I do have on the legendary one, that skull right there. There's a sticker with just that skull on it. There's merch that has just that skull on it too. And it's great. I mean, I love the company. I love the people I've met with it. And I love the products. In a little while I'll get the candy because it's a good snack and candy. Okay, so if you're new to the stream, which I know I've only had like 1 or 2 viewers, which is fine. I'm working on archaeology. So I'm trying to find all these little doodad things here. The greens, the blues, the yellows, and I think the reds. I have this one in yellow left to get 30 of each of them. Once I get to 30 of each of them, I have something to build. And I have multiples of this, but I'm only going to do it for one of them right now because I want to see what it looks like. And I don't feel like having to get 120 of each of these right now. But I'm also working on getting to 99 archaeology, which is why I figured I might as well do this. If I'm going to work on it, I might as well work on it. So I'm getting that, and then once I get done with that, at least getting the compass done, we'll see how far we are, and how much I have to level. I have 468,000 and change left over, which this is one of the long, drawn-out level processes. So I figured I'd go to different locations to kind of spice it up a little bit. No pun intended on that. Kickin' Mango Peach. My dog's in the background. You can't see him. Well, you kind of can see him. He's the little blob right over here. Well, my finger's not going to work but he's over there. He's rolling around like a goofball. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, this is the information about the energy puffs. Just so that you guys have it. I mean, right now they are out of stock, but at least you can, see them. The information about them. And let me see here. Oh, if you scroll up into the comments, which I'll post it again a little bit, we have our GTA 5M roleplay server. Y'all should join it. The server just got up the other day. I will be playing it later on today, probably messing around. I don't know what I'm going to do because I cannot drive. I am terrible at driving in the game, but whatever. I will run and do cardio and whatever else I got to do to get from point A to point B, or just crash a lot. It's going to be whatever. But we just started the server up not too long ago, and there's a lot of fun people in it. There's a whole group of us, like 40 of us, that went from one server to this one because there was a lot of drama, and we wanted to get away from the drama. And we all were having a good time. There was no issues. It was a good, solid group to have. And we just wanted to make friends. So we made our own server, and we were in beta testing, which I was excited that I was able to beta test because I don't usually get to do that kind of stuff. And I just want to see how many I have of this. And we just got it started. So join. If it happens to be that you join the Discord server link when I'll post it again, like I said. Just yellow left. Yep, words are hard. Make sure that you mention me because then at least I know that I can vouch for you if you were looking at my stream or whatever, because you do have to have someone vouch for you to be whitelisted, or you have to go through a whole bunch of stuff. Which you can go through the whole bunch of stuff. That's fine. That's up to you if you want to go through the whole bunch of stuff. But if I can help you out by getting you whitelisted a little bit faster, then I would love to be able to do that. Now I gotta see. Okay. I don't remember being in this one, so this is gonna be fun. Friggin' A. Pardon my French. Storm Guard. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's where we're going. Hot to it. I should probably speak to the site manager first. Who the heck is a site manager? This might be my hardest one, guys. I have not been to this one yet. No, we don't want to hear the speech. There's a little bit of a thing here. Cutscene. I'm gonna skip it. How do you deal with standing all the time? Okay. Can I go here now? Bounce me off. The portal bounced me off. There must be something more to do before you can go to the portal. Keep excavating and talk with me for a moment. Can I do? Can I do? I can do. Well, if I can get what I need from here, then sweet. I still don't know what that key is for. Don't know what the key is for. I'll have to look. I'll look at my RuneScape wiki later on. Okay. Oh, these are new. More goodies to look through. Yay, exciting. So I'm assuming I have to find something in these piles, and then I find it and I give it to the site manager or what have you. So that'll be fun. Here's that Discord information for the 5M server for Grand Theft Auto. It is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So if you get a chance to join, that would be cool. Also, if anyone is in the Connecticut area in March 21st and 22nd, I think it is, my Mandalorian cosplay group will be at the Danbury Sports Dome. The Danbury Sports Dome. And we will be taking pictures with people, giving away a bunch of stuff. I have stuff set aside right now that I am slowly getting more of, little trinkets for the kids and stuff like that, tiaras and everything, because I'm working on a Mandalorian Belle mashup cosplay. Autographs from a couple of us. We're getting donations for Ronald McDonald House, which is a charity organization in New York. I mean, it's in a couple other places, but I'm in upstate New York. So I have the Albany branch that I talk with and help out on a regular basis. And we raise money for them. The Ronald McDonald House helps out families of children that are in the hospital. And, ooh, what is that? A large number. hold please. A large number of fragments can be combined to construct a blueprint of Howell's workshop. These blueprints, I cannot read, I am so sorry, hold the information required to manufacture ancient devices. Sweet. Do I have a place to put them? Let me put this stuff away. I have so much I need to be able to expand my stuff. Oh, so this that I'm putting in my bank right now for a second so that you can see it is a compass. These 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 pieces are all a compass, and you put all 4 of these together with the different things over here. With these, this red, this green, this yellow, and this blue all go together with these, and it makes a compass. So I have 4 or 5 of each of these parts, and you need 30 of each of these parts for one of these. So that's what I'm working with. I don't know if I could put this key in here, so we're going to try it. I can. Sweet. So the key's going to go in there for now. Let me see. What is this dig site about? This is the entrance, though. I'm not seeing a floating island in the sky. I wonder if, unless what? Unless it has a built-in security feature. I can recall my people have in the past used passes as a sign of rank. I think they're called, I don't even know how to say that, so I'm not going to, and I apologize if you can't see it. Look around and see if you can find something like that. Then try the portal again. What the hell is a bigger? We're going to excavate and see if it goes, hey, look it, you found something. Let's see. Okay. So, again, sorry, I completely got ADHD bound there. Upstate New York Mandos cosplay group. We are going to be at the Danbury Sports Dome in Danbury, Connecticut, March 21st and 22nd. We will have a booth full of goodies. We will have at least 5 to 6 of us Mandalorians all dressed up, and we'll have our handlers around, which if you don't follow Mandalorian and Star Wars and stuff like that, handlers are the people that help out. So my husband will be a handler because I told him he has no choice in coming or not. He's coming because I'm not in Connecticut by myself, staying in a hotel by myself. It's just not happening. So he gets a free ride. Besides, I mean, we have to pay for our hotel and stuff like that, which isn't a huge deal. We may or may not be getting reimbursed with that. I won't know until I get there. But we have a 10 by 10 space set up. We're going to be taking photos, which I'm actually going to ask if I could do like another little section to be able to put our poster or our banner behind it, and we could do the photos there. If they're okay with that, we'll have our table, and then we'll have the space to be able to take photos. That's probably a good idea to, mention that. I'll have to message them today. It's a glorious thing, that ADHD brain of mine. When it works, it works. So I have photos, and my friend Slap has photos of him and I cosplaying together and separately that we will be doing autographs for, and any autographs will be asking for a donation. all the money we raise is going to the Ronald McDonald House. I have to figure out the best way to be able to hand things out to people, because when people see free stuff, they just take everything. So I'm going to have to put, please take one item, because I need to be able to have all this stuff last 2 days. As it is, I'm going to portion everything out anyway. So I'm only going to have so much for Saturday and only so much for Sunday. But it's still the point. Like, they see free stuff and they take 9 things. And it's like, give people the chance to actually have some of the stuff. But the stuff that I'm going to be handing out, and I know that there's a couple other people that will have their own things. I have a handful left of my own personalized, sorry if you heard that. That was my husband messaging me. My own personalized cards, trading cards, that have my Bo-Katan cosplay, front and back, and it's got my Instagram handle on it. I have tiaras because I'm doing a I'm going to be doing a Belle from Beauty and the Beast Mandalorian cosplay mashup. I will still bring my Bo-Katan, so I might change out in between. But I'm definitely going to be my Princess Belle most of the time with the Mandalorian helmet. I have, or will have, the tiaras, the little scepter things that can go with the tiaras. I mean, you can get one or the other. I will have a bunch of stickers. I'll have some pins. I'll have some keychains that are Star Wars related. I will have some fidget toys. I will have some of these cute little 3D printed guys. I know it's hard to see. This is a little foxy. I've got a bunch of these that I bought. I think I bought like 200 of them in a little thing from, where did I get them? From Temu, maybe. I've got a couple little mystery things that are in boxes that look like this. This is Stitch. I've got Nightmare Before Christmas ones. I've got Hello Kitty ones. Like, look at how cute this Oogie Boogie is. So I've got a few different ones I had to make sure that I kept myself. And then a couple of my friends have their own personal 3D printed coins instead of like gift trading cards. They have coins that they have their information on. There might even be other things. It depends on what members come and if they're going to bring anything to hand out. But it'll be a fun time. I mean, we're handing out everything that we have, practically everything we have, for free. Like, the stuff that I'm handing out is all free, but we're asking for donations. I mean, you're getting photos with us. You'd be getting a free product of whatever sort, just to kind of, we're not selling things. The only thing we're doing is asking for donations, and we're asking for donations for our photos. We're asking for donations for our autographs. And if you put in donations, when you get a product, $1, 50 cents, anything, everything goes a long way. We did recently, over the summer, a block party, which was so much fun. It's in my hometown. I am friends with one of the toy shop owners who does collectible toys and games, and he's got vintage arcade games and stuff like that he lets people play, and he's got all these different display things, and he's always doing things for the community. So he does a block party every year. He's done it for the past 6 years, and every year he's done it since I've really been in contact with him. I have been there, even if I was just a cosplayer walking around, hanging out, enjoying myself, whatever. I was always there. Well, this past summer, recent summer, I had a booth. He let the Mandalorians have a booth for free because we were doing it for the Ronald McDonald House. So anytime you're doing a donation-based booth, he doesn't charge you. which is awesome. We raised, over the summer, I had 3 different events. We raised $700 for the Ronald McDonald House, and we had a bunch of toys donated and clothing donated and stuff like that. We did raffles at this event, and it was my first year doing this. I mean, I've done events before, but it was my first year doing the raffles and stuff like that at the block party. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how much I would have business-wise, we'll say business-wise. I was told after the event was over, because I was getting everything cleaned up, I went and changed quick so that I wasn't in all my gear, that our booth was one of the 2 most popular booths at this event, and there was hundreds there. I mean, there was 3 blocks fully, like 2 parallel and 1 in the middle, fully occupied by vendors. 10 by 10 spaces, one right after the next, both sides of the road. In the square, like, there was a whole bunch of stuff. The other person's booth that had as much, if not more, I don't know how, like, if ours was more interactive or theirs was Cravings, which is a bakery operation. So they have amazing baked goods. Amazing. Huge cookies, all the fixins, all the sugar. So the fact that we were compared to them, it was awesome. This summer has been a rough summer and a great summer all in one. A rough summer because of a family loss. A great summer because I got married. I was able to raise as much as I was able to raise for the Ronald McDonald House. I was at more than one event for the Ronald McDonald House. I had 3 vendor events. One was the block party and 2 smaller ones. And I was also part of the Ronald McDonald 5K. I don't know how many I need of these, so we're going to look at this real quick while I'm, Torn Blueprint Fragments, Hall's Workshop. A large number of fragments can be combined, so it doesn't tell me how many. Cool. So we were part of this whole thing. We were not the only Star Wars group, and there was only 3 of us 4 of us technically, that came out of our group for the 5K walk run thing. We did not run. I did not run. But I gave out slap bracelets that were called cutie cuffs, so they had different characters on them, and they were for the kids. So between my group and the other Star Wars group, we were the most popular group there, which was awesome. Again, like, we just became a Mandalorian group two Mays ago. So the first May the 4th weekend was 2 years ago, and then this past May was the second May the 4th weekend. The first May the 4th weekend was when I started meeting more people, because it was the first time I ever cosplayed as a Mandalorian. I've seen some of these Mandalorians before, but because I wasn't cosplaying as a Mandalorian, I was just like, hi, can I get a picture of you? And that's that. But being a part of that group was really cool. So the first day, because it was Saturday and Sunday at this Comic-Con that I was at, I met a couple people. And towards the end of that day, I was able to get a hold of a couple of them. And then the next day, I'm like, I needed to find you because I wasn't able to get a hold of you. And this was my friend Slap. So him and I were the first two to actually join this group. We were able to connect, and he had some of the Mandalorians on his Instagram and I had some of them on mine, so we were able to tag each other and whatever, and we started getting more people involved. So then we're like, okay, who's going to be at this Comic-Con? Who's going to be at this Comic-Con? So on and so forth. And we started more regularly planning meetups with the group members. Then this past year, we got invited. This was after a full year of us, we started doing the Mandalorian Upstate New York Mandos group. That was like in November. Then the following May, we got invited. So not even 6 months or so after we started the group, we got invited to Connecticut. And I didn't think that was going to happen. I mean, I know that we do get a lot of people that want to take pictures of us when we're at these Comic-Cons, which is awesome. But I didn't think that I was going to be a cosplay guest. So it was really cool to be able to have that as an experience. Why are you guys acting this way? Leave the kitty alone. Sorry, I have 6 animals, so they just kind of all happen. So with that all being said, I met this group of people that have changed my life. So this past summer, we did that block party together, and we had 5 of us show up out of the group, which was awesome. And we had other people that weren't Mandalorians that helped out too. We had my friend that cosplays as Stitch, my acquaintance now that cosplays as Deadpool. We have my best friend, so she cosplays as whatever she wants to, but she was Black Widow at the event, and she had both of her gauntlets with her, the Iron Man one and the Infinity Stone one that he has itself. So like we had a whole group of us, and I had my booth for the Mandos, and then my friend Slap was right next to us, and he had a booth with his 3D printed stuff, but he was helping out too. He was going back and forth. So it was pretty entertaining. It was fun. It was a good event. It was a long day. I started setting up at 7 o'clock that morning, and I didn't leave until after 7 o'clock that night. I was tired. I was hurting, but it's all worth it in the end. So I'm really hoping that we have a very similar outcome to this group when we go to Connecticut, because all of us, I mean, a couple of my friends go to Connecticut Comic-Cons, but I've never been to Connecticut. I've never stepped foot in the state. I've never been a guest at a Comic-Con before. So I've always just been, hi, I'm a cosplayer. Let's take pictures. I get to have people come to me and take pictures, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, it's just fun and exciting stuff. I am not getting anywhere with getting into this place. I'm going to have to climb down this ladder if I can't get to anything else. This is getting annoying. But I might be finding something. So we'll see. My bar, there's a little bar here. I don't know if you can see it here. There's a little bar right here, this little blue thing. That shows when I'm getting close to finding something, and it'll pop up that, oh, you found this. So we'll see if I find what this guy was talking about, whatever that G word was. I don't know how to pronounce it. If you haven't followed me yet and you're viewing, follow. Any followers, there's a war golem. Well, that's cool. Well, that's cool. I don't have the clockwork thing, I don't think. If you haven't followed me yet, make sure you follow. And it's not because I want more followers. It is because I want more followers. Don't lie. But it's also to enter you into my lightsaber giveaway, which is another reason why I'm on a tangent, of course, of Mandalorians. My husband is helping me give away a lightsaber next weekend on Sunday. I'm going to be doing the lightsaber giveaway. So I am at, I think, 49 followers. Hold on a second. I had to tell my husband about the situation. The followers, I have 49 right now. I'm not at any specific goal anymore because I've already reached the goal that I had. I'm just trying to get that much closer to an affiliate status before I get this giveaway. But if I don't get to the affiliate status, that's not going to make it so that I don't give this giveaway, because I've already gone above what I even thought I was going to in followers over the past weekend. Because I started out with 19, so I gained 30 followers in a matter of like 4 days. Which shout out to the groups that have helped. Let me see here. Let me see here. WD. Shout out to WBW. And a stream team. And a shout out to my buddy Catman because he actually started all of this. He is also one of the people that I am playing the GTA RP server with. He helped me get those 30 followers, so I appreciate it. He helped me get to know a couple other people who, and then in turn got me into other groups, and I have been following certain pages and trying to pop in here and there and lurk or whatever. So that's kind of cool. If I don't get 99 before the 2-hour mark, since I've only had like 1 or 2 viewers, I will pause my 99 journey and do another follow or do another stream later on tonight or whatever when more people are on. But I figured, I would just try. And you get to see my ADHD at a whole new height because I've obviously been all over the map today. And I'm so close. It frustrates me so much. I'm so close to being able to get to a certain point with this to be able to get that one set done. But, I mean, if I can't get to where I need to go, I won't be able to do what I need to do. So, let me see before I get too far ahead of myself if I can go down this ladder. Oh my Lanta, I can. Oh, I don't want to deal with these guys. I mean, there's not anything crazy here, but I didn't want to go here. What is this place? Where are we? I am here. I get that. But where is here exactly? I don't want to go there. Here is not where I want to be. I want to be where what is it? I want to be where the armadillo Delian Yellow R. And I butchered that. Butchered that. Okay. Where? It's still bouncing me off. I guess I haven't found whatever I need. But why? What do I need to find? Why don't you like me? Study. Okay. What's over here? What's in the box? Hi, Slap. How doing? My ADHD is on fire today, yo. I also went on probably a 20-minute tangent for two different things for my Kraken Intense Focus and our Mandalorian cosplay group. So, you know, I'm strong here. I'm strong with the Force. Also, sir, are you ready for D&D on the 25th? Because I am not. I am, but I'm not. I went through and had the character sheet when we were going through that whole thing the day that we were all there on Discord, and I haven't looked at it since. I don't even know what my character does really. I mean, I know the basics of my sorcery stuff because that's usually my character that I go to, but it's gonna be quite an interesting game because I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, that's what we're doing here. Yep, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Also, since you know a little bit about things here, do you know how I get into this guy? Stronghold, Strongguard, Stormguard. What the frig is it? What do I have to find? It told me I need to find something, and it was gibberish because I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. And I've been just excavating and not finding what I need. I'm sure you can. Just ask Clayton. I don't see why not. This is my first time trying to do this because I need to get the thing in the stuff. I need to get well, I'm almost to 99. I need to get this, the Armadillion what's a futz. Oh, it didn't give you the okay, yeah. I mean, just ask him and say, hey, it didn't give me the chance to do this, and can I still? He'll say yes. He doesn't care. I'm sure that he'll be okay with it. I'm sure he'll be okay with it. I still don't have heat, and I won't have heat until after Monday. We've gone through 3 parts. Poor Papa-in-law is beside himself. He's like, I've done all I can do. I've gone through the 3 parts, couldn't get it, you know. So he has to bring in another person to help out with it. And that'll be Monday or Tuesday, depending on when they're available. So I've been without heat. Hold, please. Trying to update Jake because he's hunting. So, well, I don't think he's hunting right now. I think he came back in from the morning hunt, but he's hunting. Well, I can't if I'm, Jake's not home. He went hunting for the week. So, but I've got two dogs that sleep with me, so they keep me warm, and we've got the space heater downstairs. Right now it's 64. It's actually not terrible out because it's not really that cold outside. So it's been keeping it fairly warm in here. And I made cookies this morning to kind of heat it up a little faster. And I've got 95 blankets upstairs in the bedroom, so I'm warm. I'm fine. Everything is fine. I was just telling Jake what was going on because I didn't know if his dad gave him the update or not. And he said no, so I had to tell him what was going on. Um, Question about Connecticut. Are you bringing anything to hand out to people? Okay. I mean, I'll have my photos too. Um, but I'm gonna bring some tiaras. I'm gonna bring the keychains. I've got some 3D printed random mini guys, little characters. Um, Stickers. I'm gonna get a bunch of stickers because they're always a hit. Um, the last of my trading cards. I've probably got another 100 or so of those that I can hand out. I planned on counting everything up, give or take a few, splitting them so that there's one day and then two, so that we don't go overboard on one day and not have enough for the next. But I also want to see about making a sign of some sort that says, please only take one item so that people can, do whatever. Hey, King! How are ya? Let's see if I can do this right. I've never had to do this, so we're going to try this. It did not work the way that I wanted it to. I want to try this. Hold on a second. I'm terrible. I've never done the shout out thing. Shout out. It won't let me do it. What the poop? Well, shout out. I'll do a shout out in a second for you, and I have to do a shout out for Slap too. Yeah, we're gonna do the Ronald McDonald stuff. Did I do it right? Did it actually show up on your thing to do? Like it actually shows? Because it doesn't show on my end. It didn't show on my end. It just shows shout out and then the name. Either way, yes. Slap. Oh, okay. Huh. Weird. I'll have to figure it out. Because I thought I put it in so that it was connected to my thing, but I guess not. I don't know. I'm still working on this stuff, guys. um, Slap. Yes. ADHD again. Sorry. Yes, we are doing the Ronald McDonald stuff. I will have our stuff that we need for anything. Pep, hey Pep. I don't know how to do this. Like I did it, but I didn't do it. The shout out. Um, Need to get, I have that. I have that too. See, I'll show you. We're talking about the Mandos and stuff like that. So I have WiseBot. So it must be I have to put it in as the WiseBot command. Is that what I have to do? It is a mod. Yeah, Wisebot is a mod. God, my ADHD is on fire today. We will have a thing. I don't know if we want to do a little game slap like we did before at the block party. But we will have our donation box. We will have all the things. I've got 3 tables. She's giving us, or they are giving us a 10 by 10 space to be able to put the tables in. It'll technically be 4 tables. I thought so, and I tried that. I'll have to tweak it. And I've got my Wisebot up too. Let me see. I don't need this anymore. Wisebot. Let me see. Commands. Commands. That is not what I wanted. No, no, no. Shout out. Shout out at, what is the username thing? You could also \shout. Shout out. Let's see, did this work? Hey. Okay. That's what I want to do. Let me see if this works. Sorry in advance for the barking. It might be the father-in-law. Let me see if this works. Shout out. Slap. No. Okay. Shout out. Let's try this again. We're trying trial and error while I have this, you know. I don't know if this is going to work. Ah, no. Okay. I'm trying to do the whole Wisebot thing. W trial and error, though. Yeah, right? I mean, we're trying. Hold, please. Let me see what I got going on here. We're trying. It's like, yeah, nope, 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 nope. Just kidding. List of commands in turtle site. I just want shout out. Because I'm looking at commands and I'm looking at like my announcements on the Wisebot. But I also have stream elements. So I don't know. Either way, I'll look at it and see about it next time too. So I'm not wasting the whole thing. Let's see here. I'll still do \shout out. Slap. Because then it's that, and then \shout out. King. At least to get y'all your shout outs still. A little bit easier. Because that at least has join us and following. So, again, ADHD. Yes. I don't even know where I left off last time, so I'm so sorry. With the Connecticut thing, we'll have all the things. I want to try and do the sign of some sort. I don't know if it could be something, if we should just do a like paper laminated sign or put it into a picture frame that says please only take one product. I'm also going to ask, because right now we have just a 10 by 10 space. I'm going to ask if we can do another like 8 foot off to the side of the booth so that we can put our banner behind it, and that can be like our background to take photos. Do you think that that would be okay? Because they were saying that we could have like 28 feet or whatever, because they were asking how much space we needed. So, and I said, I don't think we need that much, but then I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, if we have just the booth, we're not going to have any space to be able to take pictures. And I'd like to be able to make it so that we weren't, that there wasn't, us getting in the way of anybody's like traffic flow trying to take pictures. My soil box is full. Womp. Empty. I'm unable to. Okay, y'all. This is poop. Empty. Empty. I get that. I said empty. Okay. Let me give myself some space. We are going to take a minute and go someplace to get rid of some stuff. All of my necromancy stuff, just so I have a little bit more space here. And then I will be back to the spot. My goal is to get to 99 archaeology, but if I can't get to 99 archaeology, it is what it is. I can do another stream later on, because I don't want this to go too long with me barely having any viewers. Deposit. Go there. I'll have some more wills to take care of, because haven't done that in a little while. Okay, let's go back here. And not there. There. Okay. Go back here. Put that and that. That's not where I wanted it. That and that. Okay. Empty. Got them emptied. Okay. That could go here. Don't mind me trying to get myself situated. Brain clutter is real. Right now, 451,000 and change left. I will investigate the shout out feature a little bit more. Apparently, I got something, but it's not what I needed, so that's cool. Love that. And then hopefully by my next stream, which could be later on today, could be tomorrow, depending on how I feel. We'll hopefully tweak some stuff for that shout out. I am also only 1 follower away from 50 followers, so that's exciting. And giveaway. The giveaway will be next Sunday. And anyone that has been following me since last Saturday, when I started out with 19 followers and I've gained 30, even though we already had the other giveaway, will still be part of the lightsaber giveaway. So that'll be fun, but I want to make sure that my husband is back for that because he's the one that's doing the giveaway. I'm the face of the giveaway, but he is doing the giveaway. It's going to be him buying it. So, shout out to my husband for that. Which it is going to be from the same site, if I can get it over here without making a mess, as what we got these from. These are our, this is my, you can hear it. Can you hear the womp? This is my mystery one. So I asked the guy, Hooked on Sabers, who was at the Comic-Con that I was at in Saratoga, which is in upstate New York for anyone that is not from around here. They were $100 mystery sabers. So you could get a named one. It's a possibility that you could get a named one, or there are some that were not named. But I was cosplaying as Bo-Katan, so I'm like, can you match my cosplay? I wanted him to pick so that I didn't have to pick one. Because he had all the names. He knew what was what. So he found this one and was like, this will be perfect. Because at first he asked me, what's your favorite color? And pink is not the right answer. So he goes, well, I don't have pink. But actually, all of these blades can go to pink. So it worked out either way. I go, well, if you can't get a pink one, and I just dropped it. Come on. There. If you can't get a pink one, then can you match my cosplay? He goes, I think I've got something for you. So that's my Bo-Katan one. Eventually, I might be taking my husband's one for my... This was another one that was a mystery one, but it's gold. So I might be robbing this one from him when I do my cosplay for my Bell Mandalorian because it's gold. So I don't think he's going to have a choice in the matter on that one. And they're all really cool. Like, you can change the sounds, you can change the colors, you can do all the things and the stuff, and it's great. And I do apologize that this is like very drawn out and boring probably for people. I'm trying to get to a specific thing that this geek fella told me to get that I cannot pronounce at all, so that I can get into this Orby guy. And then I can get to what I need. So I'm slowly, I still need to get the experience because I'm at 449,000 left until I get to level 99. But I only need a certain mechanism thingy to be able to get to what I wanted, and I can't get to it until I get this thing unlocked. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Because it tells me, I guess I'm still bouncing, or it's still bouncing me off. I guess I haven't found whatever it is that I need to work. Words are hard. Yeah. Uh, this guy, Leap of Faith. Okay, what's this? I didn't have that. I tried using the portal, then that's been uncovered, but it didn't work. It's bugging me unless it has a built-in security feature. This is what he told me before. A garages. I don't know what the frig that is, but I don't have it. I don't have it. So whatever it is, I don't have it. Let me see. That is really loud. It won't be really loud now. I'm gonna figure out this shout out thing after I get this little line here fully filled and see what else I get from it. Regroup and get ready for the next stream after I get this. Try and get that average up. Have a lunch break. How is Saturday going for everybody that is watching? I get that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I get that a lot more now. Life is too short. um, Especially after the summer and dealing with what I dealt with and everything, life is too short. Like, I didn't expect for my 37-year-old sister to no longer be around. Like, you don't know when your last day is going to be. You just don't. And, I mean, I take care of my uncle and my grandfather. My grandfather, he will outlive me. And I say this to a lot of people and they think I'm joking. My grandfather is 89 years old and he is fit as a fiddle. I mean, he's 89. So there's some things, you know, your high blood pressure or whatever comes with age. He is in better shape than I am. And then my uncle, he deals with disabilities and stuff like that. So I actually, that's what I do as a job is I'm a home health aide and I take care of him. I used to take care of him 16 hours a week, and then I would work at my other job as a customer service person, but I no longer have that job. I just take care of my uncle right now, and it's not by choice of not having the other job, but could be for the better, could be a blessing in disguise, who knows. Could be a blessing in disguise. Trying to see if this cosplay thing happens. My friend and I friends and I. It could be more than just my friend that does Stitch cosplay and Bugs Bunny cosplay and Bluey cosplay, all the kids stuff. Um, Her and I are trying to see if we can book birthday parties and make a little extra cash. So if that happens, that'll be kind of cool. We put the word out there, and hopefully it sticks. We'll see. And then it gives me more time to stream and kind of get that underway too. Get myself a little more comfortable with it. I'm not, it might not seem it on the stream today because I haven't stopped talking, but I'm not one to just like talk about things without really having an agenda. So today I kind of just was winging it and it kind of worked out for me. I mean, there's a lot going on, so it helps. We got the new RP server up for Grand Theft Auto. That actually became active, I think, last night. If it wasn't last night, it was the night before. So that's kind of cool. I gotta go and check it out at some point in time today. Yeah, I mean, it's 2 hour stream, but I don't know how many viewers I have consistently, so I don't want it to go too much longer. I just want to get this uh, little bar at attention, and then I'll cut it off after that so that it's not too much longer than 2 hours, and I can try for another 2 hours later on and see, because I have plenty of stuff I can do. Like I still have over 400,000. I didn't even barely got anywhere with my XP to get to 99 today. I might have gotten 50,000 XP just doing what I was doing. But I don't know how much I will get for making the compasses that I plan on making, and that's why I'm trying to get to where I am. So I have all these little boxes here. There's a red one, a green, the yellow, and the blue. I have to get the yellow, which is why I'm at this location. And I have to get this location unlocked to get to this yellow. I don't know how I got these ones to begin with. It could have been someplace else. It could have been that I got them. I don't know. I don't know how I got them, to be quite honest. I don't even remember getting them, but they're there. I have to have 30 of each of them. And then I will make this compass. So there's a right and a left piece, the dial, and the needle. And I have 6 full sets that I can do, but I can only do one with 30 of each of them, one full set. So I want to see what that becomes and how much XP I get, because anytime you get a product that's quote unquote damaged, you can restore it, and every time you restore it, you get extra points, and then you can go to a certain place and you can get points to unlock other stuff. You can get kudos, basically. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can get with it. And I'm still getting all these extra the blueprint fragments, which I don't know how many I needed those. But it just helps out with archaeology. You're getting more every time that you put things together, fix them. Yeah, I've got plenty that I can do to grind to get the 99, but it's just my attention span does not like me to be able to go and do all this stuff. So I have to do it in little chunks. And of course, in the beginning of the stream, I just got on the stream, got to slowly starting to talk about stuff, and my father-in-law came over because he was trying to help us out with our furnace and it didn't work out. So my dogs are barking. So I had to mute that. I had to go off and shut my camera off for a little bit. I had to make sure that he was okay down in the basement. I had to make sure my dogs weren't going to bark their heads off. So there was a point in time where I was just like doing stuff on the screen, but I wasn't talking or doing anything that I probably should have been doing. So that probably didn't help. Also, the tips, even though Catman told me no, the tips, I want to try and help out with the roleplay server one way or another because they're buying all this stuff out of pocket. They're doing all the things to get this server the way that it is. They're getting, all these different cars and packs and stuff like that to be able to have people enjoy themselves on this server. I don't have the extra money personally to be able to help out, so I figured if I got any tips on the stream, that'd be kind of cool. And then if Catman yells at me, he can yell at me. Better to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. We're almost done with this little bit here. I mean, and then if we get a good amount of tips, and that's cool, and we get to where we need to go. I mean, they've got everything, paid for the most part. But if there's anything extra, because it's just the beta part of it, like we're just going to start getting things. So if there's something else that we want to add to it after we start playing it a little bit more, then I want to be able to help out with that. Like it's not cheap to have this server of whatever size it is to run to begin with, let alone all these extra parts that they're putting into it to be able to make it to be the fun stream that it's going to be with a role-playing server and stuff like that. So then my next thing will be tips for Ronald McDonald House and stuff like that. But I want to try and get a little bit towards the role-play server. I thought that would be a fun idea. Even though, again, he told me don't do it. I'm like, well, I want to help. I've also been tasked to help out with the outreach of getting the server more people. So I've been posting the link and stuff like that on a bunch of different sites and hoping that it reaches people. We are so close and the sprite just moved. What the heck? I really got to research what it is that I have to find and how I find it. If it's just me excavating until it gives it to me or what it is. That's the only thing that bugs me. Not knowing what to do. And I know this isn't as exciting as Fortnite, but I still try my best. I mean, your streams, even though you keep on saying, I'm sorry, I'm losing, I'm sorry, I'm losing, I need to do better, you still have a fun stream. I'm sorry, but you do. You have a great stream no matter if it's you winning or not. It's not about, I mean, it is, but it's not about winning. It's just making the content what it is. A couple of my friends the other day, which is part of my Legendary Supplements group, one of them is at least, they were playing together, and I've never met the other. You are passionate about it. That's awesome. They were playing Fortnite in the beginning of the stream, and I've talked to my Legendary Supplements friend online and everything, but I've never met him in person. So I'm hoping that he's able to make it to our Connecticut Comic-Con because his family lives in Connecticut. So he might have one of our Legendary Supplements booths. And if he does, it'll be next to my booth. I asked if that was the case, if they could do that. And the vendor said absolutely. So his buddy is very energetic, like passionate too, and screaming and oh my gosh, get away, and like it was hilarious. And I was the only one that was in the comments, but I was laughing out loud, and it was a good thing that I was by myself because anyone would have thought I was crazy. It was fun though. And that's all that matters. You got to be passionate about the game that you like, and hopefully other people will enjoy it too if you enjoy it. Let's see, it's almost there. I'm literally just waiting for this little thing to figure out what I got. Okay, I got another one of those stupid toy golems. So, these are all different artifacts, the things that say damage. So this is a toy golem. This is a crest of a dragon. This is a disorder painting. So like the eye of the dragon is probably a component that I need to have for the crest of the dragon. I don't know. I haven't actually looked into it, but it's just an idea. All these different things are parts that I can use to, let's see, I'll do the crossbow just to give you an example. I go over here to my storage materials and everything, and I go to the workbench, and it might show up that I can do this. Yes. So it tells me that I can restore this, the crossbow. So I can do this to any of these products based off of what I have. So they give me the components that I need and what damaged item I need, and then you restore it. And then once it's restored, it gives you, I just got 900 XP for doing that. 600 regular and 300 extra, which goes towards my extra levels. So I could be at 99 for the regular level, and this bonus XP will get me an extra level or two, and it'll show that I'm so much more than what I am, which is cool. So all these things in the material storage container and in my bank chest in my archaeology tab, because this is all this different stuff that I need for archaeology, I can get all of that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Eventually, I will be able to get to the point where I can do this compass once I can get to whatever it is that I need to get to from this guy and get into the Stormguard portal. So I have to look that stuff up. I'm going to look that stuff up when I'm not on my stream. I'm going to look up my shout out thing and see if I can figure that out so that it works correctly, and hopefully it does. Let's say, and I know I probably shouldn't do this, but let's say I'll try a stream at like 6 o'clock tonight. I just want to see if the time of day is going to matter with what I'm doing. And if anyone decides that they want to join in on the stream and hang out with me for that little bit, then awesome. I will do another stream tomorrow too, but I don't know if it'll be RuneScape. It'll be depending on if I got my 99 goal in the 2 hours or so, or what happens. But I might do some GTA with the new server that we have. So I'm going to get off for lunch. I appreciate everybody that has come in and said hi and talked with me today. Hopefully I'm not so ADHD and talking about a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, the stuff means a lot, but I was definitely on a tangent today. So I do apologize for anyone tuning in during my tangents or my derp moments, because there was a lot of those too. Have a great day, and if you are on later on at around 6 or so, hop in and say hi. Thank you again, Pep, and King, and Slap, because those are the only 3 that I saw that commented. And everybody else, if you didn't comment, say hi later on. Have a great day. Happy Saturday.